Doubting your manifestation, wondering where the hell it is, wondering, is it really true that you can just make a decision on what you want and the universe has to give it to you? Are you questioning that today? And if so, you're going to want to watch this video. Hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you're all doing fabulous. I hope you're all choosing to be the version of self that has your desires. I hope that's what's happening. Yeah. I'm going to do a quick little intro if you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation. Please feel free to email me at manifestingwithKimberly@gmail.com. All of my coaching options are in the drop box below. They're in the screens that just went by. I have 2 channel memberships. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Clapper. I would love, if you're new, if you would subscribe. I love if you would follow me everywhere and hang out with me. If you're loving my personality and you want to just hang out with me like all the time, come on over to my other channel. But everything I'm talking about is literally in the drop box below. So if you want to connect with me, hop into that drop box. There's lots of different suggestions, ideas, directions on how to connect. Okay? I am obsessed with getting what I want, and it is my pleasure to take in as much material as possible because it's just fun for me to see how there have been other people on this planet long before this 3D physical form was here and living, and they too were believing in the same thing that I believe, that you can absolutely be, do, and have whatever you want. And that's literal. Literally. Anything and everything or anyone you want. It's mind-boggling to me that just, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, how my life looked like drastically different. It was a miserable existence. And I'm a completely new woman thanks to a little thing called manifestation through the law of assumption, through the knowledge of knowing that I can choose to be a completely new version of myself. And this 3D around me has to validate me. Has to. I have full dominion over my experience. Now, if you are a more logical-minded person, I know that sounds kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I know it does. Like, how dare I? How dare I think that I can rule my reality? I get it, because it's kind of who I used to be, too. I was very logical-minded. And when I started my journey, I had lots and lots of doubtful thoughts, spirals. If you're new here, spiral means like, you know, going off the deep end, very, very triggered and upset and full of tears, full of emotions and feelings over what I was experiencing in my 3D. And I definitely didn't believe that it was going to be just so easy to just start thinking all positive thoughts and then my life was going to change because of it. So I completely resonate if you're experiencing those same feelings, emotions, and thoughts. I get it. I was that person too. And on this channel, I try to make manifestation simple because it is simple. We overcomplicate it. It's the overcomplicating that just makes things so unnecessarily difficult. Because manifestation is simple. But it is within our own human conditioning to not believe that, to doubt it. Because thoughts just come at us, right? You could be driving down the road singing to one of your most favorite songs, and that song ends and another song pops in, and it's an instant reminder, that song. Maybe it's a love song. It's an instant reminder. It's an instant flashback of a memory, a previous experience where someone broke your heart. Maybe it's the very someone you're currently manifesting or considering manifesting. And you're brought back right to that moment and you think to yourself, oh my God, you can feel it in your body, what it felt like to be that version of yourself. It is those moments that can make us doubt the ability to choose our experiences, to choose our realities, choosing versions of self. I know that. And your doubtful thoughts are normal. If you're experiencing any of the things I just said, you're normal. It's normal and it's to be expected. But what I want in this video is to first, let me just say, if you are new to my community, hi, again, I'm Kimberly. I'm obsessed with manifestation. If you're not new, hi, thanks for being here. I friggin' appreciate and love you. And can I just say, my God, the amount of success stories that are flooding in, specifically SP success stories, they are off the chain lately. And I'm currently reaching out to some people in particular, asking them to share literally word for word what they did that led to their wonderful manifestation so that it can be shared with you guys. Because I know, listen, I can tell you all day long or till I'm blue in the face, choose new self, choose to be new self. But there is nothing juicier than being able to hear or see word for word what this one person did to get their manifestation, especially if it's manifesting something that you're manifesting. There's just something very, very comforting in seeing the exact structure, the list 1 through 10 of what somebody else did. So I get that. So I am in the midst of trying to get those for you all, but I just want to share one in particular. Now, this is one of the persons that I'm reaching out to because I want all the details. I know some of them, okay. I'm sharing this one because I think it's so important for those of you who are experiencing moments of doubt. Or maybe you just watched another manifestation video and something the content creator said in the video made you question yourself and made you think, oh my God, have I been doing this wrong the whole time? Oh my God, have I been literally doing all of this wrong? Should I do this new technique? Should I just give up and start over? Should I give up manifesting this specific person because I didn't manifest it in 90 days? Should I give up? That's the one I'm going to keep saying. Should I give up? Should I give up? Should I give up? Am I a fool for believing in all of this? No. No, you shouldn't give up. And no, you're not a fool. And no, there is no exact limit or cutoff date to when a manifestation can come. So if you're past the 90-day mark, don't you worry. With the repetition of you choosing your new self, you're going to get that manifestation. And that goes for all of you. But this person in particular, again, I'm going to not give too many specific details as far as who she is until she is giving me the okay. But I just want to say it like this. This person was straight out told by another manifestation creator, another channel. Okay. This person literally was told, you might as well give up. You might as well give up because you didn't manifest by such and such date, 90 days. So give up. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get your person, right? And thankfully, this person had the conviction that she didn't want to give up on this. She didn't want to give up on her specific person. But she sure experienced moments of doubt, just like all of us do. I sure did. She had moments of doubt, but she continued with her decision to choose her new self And right now, she is currently engaged and on the placement in the midst of totally planning her wedding. Again, I am, with her permission, I will make a full-blown video on this, but I'm adding this in today's video because all success stories are amazing. This one is really special to me because, you know, it's not very often that we hear that another manifestation person suggest to someone to give up their manifestation and totally meant it, like was totally serious. I've yet to hear something like that. So this experience is special to me because without hearing it from a manifestation coach, you know, every single one of us has had the direct thoughts that maybe we should give up on what we're manifesting. And so what I feel is so special about this is I don't want you to think that her journey was her doing everything perfectly. It wasn't. She had moments of doubt just like all of us. But it was her inner perseverance, her inner conviction that kept her going, that made her change her mind of giving up and continue the journey. And it completely led to her now being busy planning a wedding. And listen, although I found it very upsetting when I heard that she was discouraged as far as continuing her manifestation journey, I found that very upsetting. But when I step back and even look at this now, that moment was a moment on her unfolding. Now, I'm not trying to say that you have to have terrible moments on the unfolding of your manifestations, but I'm saying universe, God, higher power, source energy, whatever you believe in, took that moment and still used a negative moment like that as part of her unfolding. And granted, we might not have recognized that while she was having the experience. But looking back, had she not been told in that moment to give up, we're not quite sure she would have been inspired to even watch one of my videos, which then led to her to come and talk to me, which then led to her having more interactions with me, my channel, the membership, which then led to her having moments of reminding herself not to give up and therefore fully materialized her desire. So most of the time on this journey, I think we're misinterpreting our 3D. When we look at our 3D and we believe that it's not working, or it's crickets out here, nothing's happening, or, oh my God, I don't like this circumstance. This circumstance is making me feel like I'm not going to get my manifestation. Maybe I need to change my manifestation game. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. No, you're not. No, you're not. You can't do anything wrong. You can't mess this up. You can't, because the universe, God, yourself, your own I amness, will take anything and make it magical for you. Anything, any circumstance, magic. This is from Genevieve Berend. Remember that your freedom to choose just what you will think, just what thought possession you will affirm and claim, constitutes God's gift to you. It's a gift. It shows how First Cause has endowed every man with the power and ability to bring into his personal environment whatever he chooses, cause and effect in reference to getting. If you plant an acorn, you get an oak. If you sow a grain of corn, you reap a stalk and many kernels of corn. You always get the manifestation of that which you consciously or unconsciously affirm and claim, habitually declare and expect, or in other words, as you sow. Therefore, sow the seeds of I am, I ought, I can, I will. Realize that because you are, you ought. That because you ought, you can. That because you can, you do. The manifestation of this truth, even in small degree, gives you the indisputable understanding that dominion is your charter right. You are an heir of First Cause. endowed with all the power he has. God has given you everything. All is yours, and you know that all you have to do is reach out your mental hand and take it. You see, it wasn't just Neville Goddard, right? It wasn't just Joseph Murphy. It wasn't just the common names that we hear in the community that wrote about manifestation, right? There's lots of people that we don't always talk about in this community who were discussing their own way of describing manifestation, the power of God within us. I know that when we have doubtful thoughts and are having miserable experiences, it can be very hard, or at least feel that way, to see outside of your current circumstances. I know circumstances can be scary. They can be upsetting. They can be frustrating. They can just be annoying. And we lose sight of who we are and what we possess in those moments. We lose sight of it because we get sucked back in to the circumstance, to conditions. You're forgetting your power. You are the magic. Your imagination is your magic wand. It is your God connection, your universe connection. It is what is allowing you to have what you want. So whatever your circumstances are, no matter what thoughts you're having, even if they're doubtful thoughts, we don't give up. You have the gift of knowing your first cause. You have the gift of thought. You get to choose what you're focusing on because you are pure, unadulterated consciousness. That is life-changing, magical power. Life-changing, life-altering power. We lose sight of it because of silly little circumstances, silly little conditions. And I mean every single circumstance is a silly little circumstance. Because you got the power, the magic of God, of the universe, in here, right now. And you have permanent access to it. Permanent. No one can deflect your magic. No one can. You are a magical being. You just sometimes forget. You put your faith in the 3D. You're believing more in circumstances. Not today. Today, you're going to snap, crackle, pop your friggin' magical wand, and you're going to remember who you are. You have the gift of God in that little mind of yours. So who are you being? Are you the version of yourself that's just totally wrapped up in circumstances and shitty thoughts, thinking the world's against you? Is that who you are today? Does your 3D match who you think you are today? Does it? Does your life match where you know your mind has been? You've been wielding your own magical wand your entire life. If we want this to change, we change. How do we change? How do we just decide to be new self? You start with the conviction that you will accept nothing less than exactly what you want. You'll accept nothing less without wasting your time trying to figure out how you can get it. That's not your concern. And your way, your idea of how, trying to force that in the 3D, it's not going to work. It's not going to help you. That's why you're not invited to that party. None of us are. You just have to have the conviction that you are the version of self that shall have whatever it is you're manifesting. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about your circumstance. No matter what emotion or feeling it is conjuring, you are magical. Now use your magic intelligently by deciding you are new self. Affirm that right now. Claim that right now. I am a fucking magical being, and I will accept nothing less but exactly what I want. And on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.